Alright guys, TacticalRab back again today. Hope you're all doing well and enjoying your day so far. Now we are only 3 days away from the start of the kickoff classic here to actually kick off the CDL 2022 season. But Simp is talking about one of the teams that people expected to be pretty good may well be struggling at the moment. Plenty of time to turn things around, but definitely still worthy of discussion. Very much intrigued to your thoughts in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, hitting the like button is the best thing you can do. Top of this channel, reach new people. Please do subscribe as well if you have not yet already. So as I say, it's only a couple of days away now for the kickoff classic actually beginning, and well, I mentioned this a couple of days ago as well. It is now live on the website, so I thought I'd run it through for you guys because we did draft buff last year. I'm sure a lot of you guys participated in the draft royales and stuff like that. They're no longer doing fantasy, so Breaking Point, we've tried to spin something up over here, and well, this is what it looks like. It's not spectacular at first. There are cash prizes on offer here, so if you win, you get some money. So well, get involved, most certainly. It's going to be a good time. I haven't done my team as of yet, but this is basically the way it works. Only one player per franchise team. The website shouldn't allow you to pick more than one player per franchise team. It might let you there, like it can be maybe a little bit glitchy. So you know, it's just like the first run through of things, so don't expect it to be perfect. So pay attention, I guess, to the rules yourself, even though the website will try and prevent you from going over budget or whatever. But yeah, $25 for the 4 players, only of course 1 team per person. This is the way the points will be awarded, so if you just want to, you know, check things out here, pretty sure it's actually +4 per captured tick rather than just you know, +3. So maybe keep your eyes on that if that's going to change your perceptions at all on how you're going to run this thing. But yeah, Twitter username, email address, this is how the scoring is going to work. And yeah, pick your 4 players, only 1 per team, $25 to spend. Like, you know, if I pick aBeZy, for example, it shouldn't let me pick any of the other FaZe guys. I think that is the case. So you know, pick your team, have a good time, and well, the winner, there's going to be some cash in the line. Also on the CDL front, this is a big topic of discussion in the last 24 hours with regard to what's happening here at the kickoff classic. I do believe last year out at the kickoff, whatever it was called, it might have been called the same thing, wasn't an actual event though, and it was just played online. There was not any, well, Maven and Merc, I'm pretty sure weren't casting it last year, because for some reason it always takes them so long to get things going. Like, these guys obviously know they're kind of the premier guys, like the CDL wouldn't be the same without them, therefore they can, you know, from a negotiating position, they can just sit back and relax, I guess, while the CDL have to say, okay, well look, if they don't bring Maven and Merc back, there's going to be uproar. Like, the CDL kind of have to bring them back, kind of have to come to an arrangement at some point. So I guess Maven and Merc can just say, look, this is my price, this is what you're going to have to pay me, and you know, talk to me when you're interested, right? So, you know, for whatever reason, this always takes so long. Like, Miles and Chance are already signed up, they're ready to go for the new year. We know Alicat's coming on as a caster, not sure who like the 4th is going to be, I guess, there, and you'd think that Maven and Merc will arrive, but well, as Merc said on stream last night, it's practically going to take a miracle unless something changes in the next few days for you know, for them to actually be casting the kickoff.
I mean, you're not at this kickoff thing this weekend. I'm not watching.
I mean, we won't be. I'm pretty sure that's a lock. Unless something magical changes. But yeah, that one's probably no.
So it's obviously not an ideal situation. For my money, Miles and Chance were the best casters last year personally anyway. But I mean, still, it's obviously not great with Lottie stepping away, like no updates from Merc, Maven, like what's going on here, right? We saw back in December, Maven was saying basically they haven't really reached out to us yet in terms of sorting out contracts. And I imagine that is kind of going on behind the scenes, but maybe things aren't confirmed still for the kickoff. So not really sure what's happening here. Azuma says, you know, screw it, I'll cast for 100 gifts at Papania, right? And that's the thing is that Hitch goes on to say, like, lack of communication to our 2 biggest casters is the concerning thing. It's kind of like, look, I wish we just knew more about it, right? If there was something going on, I guess we could hear about it. I'm not really sure. We just have to speculate the whole time as to what's happening here. Of course, Miles and Chance are fantastic, right? And Itch is basically saying, look, have all 4 in the rotation rather than even having a 3rd pair. But, you know, you probably need that for a tournament weekend to have a 3rd pair of casters. For the online league matches, maybe you don't, right? Because there's not too many on a particular day. But, yeah, still something to be considered. I think that, yeah, these guys will all carry the league if they have to. I'm sure Maven and Merc will be back. I just think that they thrive so well, and Maven especially in a crowd environment. I think they're so good in front of a crowd that, you know, it'd obviously be a shame for them not to be there at the kickoff, which it doesn't seem like they're going to be. So I guess just another strange situation really here that we find ourselves in with the CDL. But let's dive into this. So over the last couple of days, it was actually on Sunday, I recorded about 6 or so of these interviews, and I'm pretty sure we've got some more lined up as well with pro players from the teams ahead of the kickoff. So no one else was really doing it, so we thought, okay, let's just get out there and crack on with some of this stuff. So, well, the 3 that went live yesterday on the Breaking Point channel, there'll be some clips and stuff coming out on the socials as well over the next couple of days, but we did Slasher, we did Simp, and we did Accuracy, I'm pretty sure, last night. The clip on Twitter from Simp hasn't gone live yet, so I'm just sharing this one. But yeah, feel free to check everything out down below. The Simp one I thought was the most interesting, frankly, some great conversations about, you know, the state of the GAs right now, like kind of the back and forth that he's had with members of the community over the last few weeks. But also I asked all the players at the end, like, okay, who's their top 5 right now going into this event? Of course, Simp is like, look, FaZe, Optic, they're certainly up there, and he kind of struggles when he gets down to the 5th team to put in, because a lot of players actually have very similar answers in terms of who they're bringing as their 3rd and 4th, but then the 5th team is very much up for debate right now. I kind of suggest, look, how are the LA teams faring right now? And he's not been too impressed with LA Thieves thus far.
Scrims are so hard to base stuff off of because some teams go harder in one scrim than the other. Some teams, you know, go over stuff and are trying stuff in scrims, so it's so hard to kind of pinpoint when you're actually smoking people and you're not. But I mean, it'll probably be us, Boston. This is like not in order. Just yeah. You said it was top 5 or top 4?
Top 5.
Okay, yeah. Us, Boston, Optic. Last time we played Seattle, they were really good. And okay, haven't played Paris in a while.
Paris would be a hot take for sure.
I haven't played them in a while. They're not bad. They're not bad this year. Like that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of the teams aren't bad this year, but it's just like day-to-day basis. I don't know who the 5th team would be.
Still decent. Like any of the LA teams, because people say they're kind of behind the pace right now.
I don't think either of them are top 5. I mean, honestly, I feel like LAT is struggling right now, to be quite honest. I mean, I don't know if it's the players or what, but I feel like a lot of the times, like, people just don't care about the game. I'm not saying this happened to them, obviously. I'm just saying in general. Like, they don't care about the game, and so it impacts their performance. Like, I mean, I've seen it happen. It happened with our team at MW, to be honest. I feel like it definitely put us in a slump just because of how the game made us, like, feel, if that makes sense. Like, I know it sounds stupid, but, like, it definitely impacted performance, so. I mean, it's still the beginning of the year, like, the game, so I wouldn't even, or, like, the beginning of the CDL season, not the beginning of the game. So I wouldn't stress it too hard right now, but there's definitely some teams that need to catch up compared to the teams that have been grinding since day one.
So interesting if LA Thieves are struggling right now. I'm not exactly sure what their plans are this season, because of course they are playing out of the compound right now. Of course, some might suggest they should move to Texas or whatever, to some sort of facility to play the online league matches. But the reality is, I don't know if that's going to happen. It may happen, but they may just play them out of Los Angeles, because I mean, the qualifiers, right, for the majors are going to be played online. So of course, playing out of California shouldn't be ideal in that sense. We saw it with LAG last year, and we saw the frustrations that came up when Slasher was on OGLA back in Modern Warfare about it, you know, being in that situation. The servers now, I believe, are slightly better, and apparently LA Thieves never play a scrim on host either. So this one against Boston right here that they won 5-1 last night, maybe finally showing signs of life. As Simp kind of said, look, it's no huge cause for concern, but if there's one team that he thinks based on their potential is struggling right now, LA Thieves may well be the one. And we saw that from the coaches a few days ago when we looked at the power rankings, that I'm pretty sure they had LA Thieves 8th and LAG 9th, which was obviously a big surprise, given the fact that we thought both those teams upgraded quite significantly, at least on paper. I think theoretically, as the season progresses, it it shouldn't be too much of a cause for concern. We're not even at the kickoff classic yet, right? But these guys definitely fell behind to some degree in terms of practice. Like they took a long time moving out. They took quite a break, I'm pretty sure, over the holidays. But finally getting back in gear, and an impressive scrim result against Boston, really. Like, you don't see many teams 5-1 Boston. It's pretty rare to see that, frankly. So I guess it happens, but they won both the controls. They split kind of the hard points. The Gavitu was pretty dominant. And, as they're saying, people are saying it's the new checkmate, right? And, I mean, yeah, Drazah on checkmate obviously was the dominant force. Seems like on Gavitu as well, he's pretty tough to beat. Obviously, there's still going to be plenty of time for the LA Thieves guys to kind of turn things around and turn that onto another gear. And on LAN, obviously, they should be pretty good. But if they are playing these online matches from California, then, well, things might be a little bit difficult for them. Of course, like trying to get into the winners bracket, which is pretty necessary, frankly, to actually make a decent run of the majors. So, well, interesting discussion to be had just because the league is so competitive. And to be honest, it's not like Boston seemingly were playing too badly last night, because they then played up against LAG and won that scrim set 4-2. So it seems like Boston were kind of still on decent cylinders. They lost one of the hard points. They split the controls. Of course, only Tusker and Gavitu actually played right now, given, well, it seems like the other ones are pretty much unplayable. Not sure what's going to happen here at the Kickoff Classic, of course. But, I mean, yeah, speaking of that, actually, well, I guess we'll have a look at the brackets here, right? Because LA Thieves, I think a lot of us are hoping that, I mean, even in that clip, Simp actually said Paris, they're better than people think, right? They're not, like, awful like they were the last couple of years. They're pretty solid, especially in the hard points. That does raise some interesting questions, because I'm sure we're really hoping to see Thieves Thieves beat Paris, frankly, so we can see Optic versus Thieves. That would be a great matchup. Octane versus Optic, obviously, you know, Kenny versus Optic, but also Envoy is the main one, right, who was on that team before and is now facing up against them again. If they beat Paris, right, single limb, this is your only chance. So I guess that's kind of a storyline we're hoping to happen, but, you know, maybe Simp things right now, the way LA Thieves are prepared, they might not quite be where they need to be right now to actually even take down a team like Paris, because things are going to be very competitive here, no doubt about it. So I thought it was interesting nonetheless. This also, just to finish out the video here with, I thought was absolutely phenomenal. In Warzone right now, they're doing this incredible thing with cheaters, where if you've got like an aimbot in the game and you're noticed as actually having cheats like completely active in the game, like this is what the attitude is doing, it effectively just removes all your bullet damage. So if you're shooting at someone and you're a cheater, you don't do any damage to them, right? This guy, like, he's absolutely mind blown because at his cheats, he literally, like, he doesn't even, there's no remorse at all for this guy. Like, he literally just straight up says, I'm going to talk to engine owning, like, get this stuff sorted out or whatever, because and he's just mind blown that his cheats don't work. This next clip, for example, as well, like, he's just straight aimbotting on this guy's head, and he just does no damage at all. Like, look at this, doing no damage at all, and he's like, okay, why is this the case? Like, you know, why is this gun doing no damage? And, you know, do they change something with the update or something? But it turns out they've actually done something here, and I wonder if they could do this in, like, regular multiplayer as well. It's just hilarious. This is honestly better than banning them. It's just, it's giving their bullets no damage at all. It's just absolutely hilarious. It just really is entertaining watching this guy get annoyed at his own cheats not working, and apparently that's how things go right now. So Ricochet anti-cheat in action. Player is using a cheat is dealing 0 damage. So for example, this one, like, this, you know, Jowo's getting cheated on. This guy's trying to shoot him with an aimbot, and the bullets just do no damage if you got an aimbot on. So I mean, this is just kind of fantastic stuff. Obviously, I guess it would just be better to ban them out of the game, but it's even more funny if they actually play the game and then their bullets just do no damage at all. I mean, look at this, he just finesses him. It just takes no damage at all because the cheater's bullets said actually they deal 0 damage because he's recognized as cheating. So pretty fantastic, I thought. Very much intrigued to your thoughts and all this stuff in the comment section below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, hit on a like button, tell the YouTube gods this is a good video. I just like you should see it as well. And I've grown the competitive Call of Duty community. Thanks for watching as always. Take care. And I will see you next time.